Utang na galing sa loob na lumutang, hinain sa turon may pusang sinaing. Tagalog na pero napakalalim pa rin.
Ang binabasagan nilang liko na pala sa balitag na dala kong magawit alilikong nilakalang mga panukala na puno ng kabalisan na di masabayan ng pastang netang bibitawan. Dali ano bang hindi ka maiwanan, wag mo na palaki na subukan pa agawin na may kapanapasakit dahil di mo kakayanin.
You know what's up mga kabala, Bullet nga pala ang inyong lingkod at nandito na naman tayo muli sa panibagong episode ng ating video reaction kung saan ngayon pag-uusapan natin at aalamin kung ano ba talagang ibig sabihin ni Easy Meal sa kanyang kantang Panalo. Dahil nga maraming naguluhan dahil nahati talaga sa tatlong lingwahe yun English, Tagalog, Ilocano, di ba? Parang maguguluhan ka kapag hindi ka Ilocano, hindi mo magigets yung verse niya sa Ilocano part ng rap niya. So ngayon aalamin natin kung ano ba talagang ibig niyang sabihin doon. Tulad dito, Tagalog na to Utang na galing sa loob na lumutang, hinain sa turon may pusang sinaing. Tagalog na pero napakalalim pa rin. Marami kang pwedeng maisip. Pwede mong isipin na pusa sa sinaing, siopaw, parang turon. Hindi mo siya magigets talaga. Kahit ako hindi ko siya maggets. Pero mas okay na mabigyan tayo ng linaw mula sa kanya mismo manggagaling kung ano ba talagang ibig niyang sabihin doon sa part na yon. At linya by linya, verse by verse, bars by bars nating pakikinggan ang kanyang kanta. At siya mismo magpapaliwanag sa atin dito. I-play natin. Kasama niya dito si HBOM, si Gobia. Kung kilala niyo tong si HBOM, yung panahon ng 90s, sikat din to. Isa to sa mga hinahangaan ko noon. Siya yung kumanta ng Miss Tendera. I-check nyo yan sa YouTube. Magaling din to At nakasama niya to sa kultura na bago niya. I-check nyo rin. Bago ni Ismail yun. Ismail.
When it first started, it already blew up because this song is just crazy, bro. So when you wrote the song, what was you thinking?
You know, it started all from the idea of my mom, just like, why don't you use, cause I explained to her about like hip hop sampling, how in beats, you know, you sample like other music from other things to like put it behind like hip hop drums.
Yeah.
And then she was like, why don't you use, but di mo gamitin yung, like the cultural music in the Philippines.
Yung old
like,
school talaga.
Yung old school
right?
talaga. And then, so I thought in my head, the first thing she wanted me to do was tinikling, which is also like a cultural dance from, like, you know, from way back. And, but something that was close to my heart is Cariñosa. You know?
There you go.
Cariñosa yung naging paborito ko nun kasi naalala ko pero meron pa akong memory na parang pinuri ako ng teacher ko na.
Right? So what we're going to do today in this channel, by the way, I am HBOM and you guys know who this is, right?
Easy move.
Yeah. 2200. All along the Post City, by the way, for everybody that didn't know that.
That's the whole city, you feel me? You know, it's just like, I put it up like that, you feel me? It's just, I feel like in a sense of way, people might think it's just like a regular old set, like a block, but you know, just no set, bro. That's my whole city, you feel me? It's 2200. 2200, and my, you know, everything about that. It's just like, I feel it in my heart to represent, put it out there, you know. I'm from the Philippines, grew up there, only been 5 years here in the States, bro, so it's like, everything about that.
And everybody that's like reacting to the song, it's like, everybody's thinking like, oh, he grew up in the States. And so now you're like cleared it up. He's been like 5 years. So what people are wondering now though, is why do you speak English so well though?
Why do I speak English so well? I grew up listening to...
Kasi nga akala ko rin noon, PhilAm. Kasi nga, ang Wish USA bus, di ba? Alam niyo na, doon ako bumase. At butit, kahit paano tumama pala yung sinabi ko. Kaso 5 years siya doon. Pero hindi siya PhilAm. Ayan.
To like American media, like
right.
That was what my parents fed me. Like, I don't know if fed is the right word.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah, like it's like the type of media they would have me consume, and that's like I fell in love with. Oh no, not necessarily fell in love, but like it was what I was directed towards, like more so, and it was like what I was geared more on. Sometimes, of course, parang yung mga shows na katulad ng Super Ingo sa Pilipinas,
Yeah, yeah.
parang hindi ko naman maiwasan yun kapag
Alam niya,
pag
Pinoy na
parang
Pinoy
yung
yun.
TV, ako na rin, parang gumagawa ko sarili ko laruan na yung tatlong kulay na ano ba yun? Red, green, blue, basta, di ba? Lilipad ako! You know.
But this reaction video is like totally different. I mean, like you guys have never seen a reaction video where the actual star of the song is
Hey, don't get
sitting right
into
here.
it. No, don't do
What,
that.
what, what?
Don't do that. Hey, shout out to ZS, bro.
Oh,
ZS
that's right.
ZS is a reaction channel. They do like they had Juice WRLD, rest in peace. On
Juice
there.
WRLD,
Like,
bro. Rest in
remember
peace to
that.
Juice WRLD.
And then yeah, ZS is a reaction channel, and they
Man.
get the artists on there too.
Yeah. But this is exciting because because so many people are like talking about this song. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean?
So,
You know what?
Just to clear things up.
Yeah. So he's here.
Some
He's gonna
people-
clear all of this stuff up, and it's gonna be fun. Start it.
Alamin
Let's
natin
go.
ngayon.
All right, let's go.
Bibigyan
Let's
tayo ng
go. On Wish USA. This intro. Ah!
Nakakadala pa rin, may impact pa rin sa akin. Siguro nakaka 50 play na ako sa kantang to. Ganda kasi.
Let's stop at that chorus. Because that chorus, no matter who hears it, right? I mean, you're just gonna bounce. It just, it automatically makes you bounce. And what you're saying there, bro, man,
In Tagalog.
in Tagalog, diba?
Yeah, so tayo ay Pilipino, kahit anong kulay ng balat isa sa puso. So that means so I might put up the translations up here, but it means we are Filipino. No matter what the color of our skin is, we will take it to heart. You know, tayo ay Pilipino, kahit anong kulay ng balat isa sa puso. Mapatagalog, Bisaya, o Ilocano. Those are the three major languages inside the Philippines, So, of course, generally it's Filipino as like the main language of Tagalog, but then those are like the three main ones, the biggest ones, So, I didn't mean to leave any other dialects or like languages inside the Philippines.
Yeah, but just wait. Just wait.
Hey now.
Just wait.
He's dropping all the.
Alright, go ahead.
But yeah, I didn't mean to leave anybody out, but that was like the initial thought because Tagalog, Bisaya, and Ilocano, three biggest peoples back in the Philippines. So
By the way, shout out to Manny Pacquiao right now.
hey, already.
Let's go.
Okay.
Pero yung kanta na to, bro, sobrang makabayan. Kaya everybody's comparing you to like the late Francis Sam. He's a very good friend of mine. Kasi lahat ng mga kanta ni Francis Sam, di ba, talagang binibigay niya
Pwede nga tong gamitin ni Manny Pacquiao, no? Pag e-entrance siya sa boxing. Tayo'y Pinoy. Ang lakas nun. Pag ganun
yung
nangyari.
pagka makabayan niya. And that's exactly what you're doing, bro. That's why everybody is gonna eat this song up because you are so proud of your soil. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm getting goosebumps right now, and I'm with you every day, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, when I watch like reactionists, sabi nga nila ba, kinikilabutan ako. It's real, bro. Like, when you hear the chorus, talagang kikilabutan ka. Grabe talaga siya. I mean, kayo, di ba? I mean, like, pag hindi kayo kinikilabutan, manhid na kayo nun.
Tayo ang balay.
Let's go?
No, okay. Alright, let's go.
All right, here comes the first verse, and we're gonna break everything down for y'all, just so it's clear.
Yeah, break it.
Keep running your mouth when you lying and stay on my business. We'll watch you dying. I'm taking my people to ice with crime, but regular living, and that's what I'm trying to prove. Instead of just lying in booths. First true Filipino rapper on the news. Enjoy it if you cool. Haters cause news when I put my city on the map. 22 double O. Not with city, no cap. Never forgetting the street where my cousin was sit, where we always just listen to rap. Kendrick, and an ASAP with some metal and Mary, we turn up with that. But one thing till the sun came, number one fame like a kid in a trap.
Okay, we gotta stop on that one because he said all kinds of stuff right there, right? So we're gonna have him break it down, and so just so you guys know, because like not a lot of people, because he said like crippin' and all that stuff. So
Yeah, like just to clear it all. What was the first thing?
so are you a gangster or something?
I mean, not necessarily fully like jumped into an actual gang, but just that was, I had a homie from back then when I was in Pangasinan, and like actually like that actual involvement was just me hanging out with them. It was like I was partially living in Urdaneta, and the funny story about that is this homie of mine from back then, I'm not gonna name him, but like I was skateboarding like in front of my house, and like to the gates, and so this dude watching me, like he walked up to the gate watching me, and then all of my other friends at the time, they ran to like the backyard of the house because there was like, and then I was wondering, yo, why y'all all that you left me here skating all alone? And they was like, come here, bro, that guy's a criminal. And I was like, huh? Like I was like, I don't know. I didn't react to it in a way where I was like, a criminal. I mean, he's just watching.
Right.
Right. And he was just watching, and he asked a question like like in Tagalog. Oh, and I approached him like literally sincerely, like just talking to him like a normal person. Oh, I'm just skateboarding, boys. Showed him a trick or two, and he was like, I don't know what I noticed about him, but I think like, because it's in a province in the Philippines called Pangasinan, and like I don't know how dude has been living, but I feel like he's been living like in the gutter and like in an archaic type of life. So I don't know if skateboarding to him was like a first to see, but that's like what I felt like he was curious about what the hell I was doing, because. So I let him in the gate. And I was like, I was showing him something. He tried to roll on it because just out of curiosity, and he was like, just really like weirded out with the fact that like the board was just like too slippery to handle, and like and I don't know, that probably struck a curious chord. And after that he would come often, and then. Here's like the weirdest thing, where I feel like I got semi-jumped in, or not even, probably just, I don't know, bro, like, one day, he brought his bag with him and told me like, sumama ko sa akin, meron tayong puntahan, merong skate park sa outskirts ng, he didn't say outskirts, but like sa labas, like there's a skate park in the outskirts of the city. There's a skate park in the outskirts of the city. And
Tuwa ako talaga sa kanya.
it's in an abandoned
Ang sarap niya,
restaurant.
parang ang
and
sarap niyang kausap.
my grandma thought I was
Parang
crazy to
kuwela.
believe this guy, like but I don't know.
I would think. I mean, so,
It's like notoriously he's a criminal.
everybody's like running. There's a criminal, and you're like, hey, let's go.
But I was like, bro, like I don't get out that much, so like just me hanging out with him, I don't know. There was like a strong sense of like, I don't know, like angst I was just hanging out from him, and also just the fact that, I felt like he was genuinely happy trying this skateboarding thing that he was never aware of. So I was like, just approaching him as like a homie, you feel me? And I felt that from him that he was getting this treatment that he wouldn't get from anywhere. I don't know, I don't put that like that. So yeah, we went to the skate park, and he would always like, right when we got on the jeepney, like the main jeepney things, That's the main
ride.
Main ride.
Main transportation for the Philippines. Yeah.
So I got on the jeepney with him to the skate park, and he wore this blue rag all the time. Whenever he's like, you know, trying to get out somewhere, like, you know. And then we got to the place, and we just like about 50 motherfuckers that are like kind of like the same vibe as him, and like everybody's like telling them, "What's up, bro?" And then that's like kind of like some of them were skaters, and I literally taught him how to shove it inside of the fucking like abandoned restaurant skate park, and like I don't know. Sometimes they would tell me to hide because some people are like coming through, and I would have my skateboard just ready like this. What the fuck is going on?
But that's a funny story, man. That's crazy. But the way you represent, like, where you from, it's like your roots. It's like you have never forgotten. Like, bro, I think like every song that I hear, you always throw up 2200, and like everybody's like wondering, like, is that a set? And so now he's clearing it up. You know what I mean?
It ain't no like regular block or set that anybody would just throw up because of like no turf or nothing. It's like it may be derived in terms of influence towards that, because I feel like a sense of the way that that came about is they need to put that up to like state the claim. If you're coming across like a lot of people who are like, you know, your enemy, like the enemy hood, you gotta still stand on 10 toes, being like, you know, I rep this shit. Man. Like, but for me, like, I derive that in terms of influence, not no culture vulture shit, but like derive in terms of influence from that and use it in a way that's positive, not deriving like negativity out of it. Like I made these signs like symbolizing 2200. Like that's my entire city, so I'm putting up for my entire city. You feel me? Man,
Olongapo, be proud. And also you brought up like Kendrick and then ASAP and ASAP. So I'm assuming that's like your main. I mean, like you guys can't deny anyways this dude right here, but he spits, bro. I mean, like everybody's saying it. I mean, I'll be like the first one to say, man, he's got songs, bro, that like. You sound exactly like Ambro, and you got songs that you sound exactly like Kendrick. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, bro, it's crazy because everybody that watches like all the reactions and shit like that, you know what I mean? They're like, bro, is this M? And they're like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, man, I hope M hits up this kid. You know what I mean? It would be dope to have them two together. You know what I'm saying? Like.
We went really far into like the lyrics already. We didn't even. I know, but you know, it's a good thing in terms of explaining because we know the song already. Like because just playing it so much throughout the house, but they're like, let's go.
Hey, I've been sprayed, but then the S inside. I'm claiming my way like a king so I can water crops for surviving.
Just. Alright. A lot of people do not get this. A lot of people hindi nila naiintindihan tong part na to. Kaya ang gagawin natin, papa-explain natin sa kanya ngayon. Go, bro. Ano yung sabihin nun?
I'm claiming so let's skip the Spain pain part. That's already like a given. But I'm claiming my reign like a king so I can water crops for surviving. And then if you hear in the background, if you actually listen to the real record, it says the ad-libs go like rain, rain. That's like the background ad-lib at that part. Rain, rain. And then my verse says go away if you tripping. Rain, rain, go away. So, but also I'm trying to like, there's a counterpart happening in terms of calling the rain to go away. Yeah. And also having I'm claiming my reign like a king so I can water crops for surviving. It's just like in terms of like a survival line. I'm claiming my reign like a king, but rain,
you know, double entendre. Because a lot of people, they just skip over that and they don't really understand it. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are like, when they react
I'm
to
spoon feeding, yo.
Yeah, you guys are spoiled right now. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. Yeah. Now we gotta go. Wait. So you also said like right there, right? When they claim that they listen. So all right, here we go. Because for me, it's like you're saying like a lot of people like I listen to the song or whatever. What do you actually mean? Like people are pretending that they listened to it when they really didn't. What did you mean? when you
Well,
said it.
of course, that's just like a generalization of some people who derive it from non-listeners who just go off of like plain critique right away. But of course, it goes to show that I don't necessarily I don't let it affect me, but it's just something to address people who are quick on a whim to critique right away instead of like, oh, did you actually
Listen,
yeah.
Mas
So-
parang yung ano, di ba? Pag hindi pa nila nakikinig, parang mga haters ba?
Yeah.
Di ba? Hindi pa nila naririnig yung kanta, hindi pa nila napapanood yung videos, anong ginagawa? Dislike, dislike, dislike. So, yun ang ano, tuloy natin.
Blue red drip down in the flag, no, we never feel it. Most of us think we're one, but trust one more that I'm running the kill for. No, one, I wanna move from another the summer, reminding my people to stop.
Alright. If you guys didn't understand that, I don't even know what to tell you. He's just like, you know what I mean, reminding his people to shout. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, 3 stars in the sun, syempre, di ba? I mean, bro, yung sa sobrang makabayan mo, bro, talagang it came out in the song. You know what I mean? Like, and they don't understand like how much you love your country. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people are like that. You know what I mean? Like when they make it here, and if you guys didn't know, he's already made it here. I mean, like, dude, he's trending worldwide right now. It's not just trending sa Philippines lang, diba? So, pero every song, I'm telling you, every song, if you're carrying your country, you're carrying 2200. You know what I mean? Like, everybody should be proud, just like everybody is proud. You know what I mean? I talked the whole part, bro.
You can go ahead, man. You know,
But-
you feel.
This chorus is coming up, and you know, we're about to bounce.
Walang tatalo sa bagsik ng ating dugo means nobody can beat the ferocity of our
Exactly.
bloodline.
Totoo yan.
Mismo.
Totoo yan. Katapangan talaga.
Hey, if you seen that video, 5 Filipinos versus 20 Mexicans, yeah.
Yeah.
Napanood ko yun. Napanood ko yun.
DDS? Are you kidding me? I discuss problems. That's just to be like on a positive note as sometimes. We don't have to always discuss problems, bro. Wag nang pag-usapan ng mga negatibo. That means let's not discuss the problems.
Exactly.
Just for a time being. Let's have a good time right now in this song. But of course I'm gonna talk about problems. The fuck? Yes, my ass, bro.
And here it comes.
Ay, kung inakala mong isang lingwahe na kaya gamitin, iisip nila ka mapapala kung ganyan ka mag-isip kay babala kasi sige utang nag-aaling sa loob na lumutang hinain sa turon na may buwis ng sinaisa.
Ang daming nagsasabi, hindi nila naiintindihan, di ba?
Oh, I love it.
Siguro,
Ang lalim ng part na yan.
Kasi ako,
Hindi ko alam. Tagalog
nung
na yan.
tumira ako sa Pilipinas, 90s pa yon. So, alam na alam ko yung sinasabi mo na sinaing na pusa. Kasi yung mga new school na hindi nakakaintindi kung anong ibig niyang sabihin. Sabihin ko lang sa inyo, hindi niya na kailangan sabihin. Pag nagpunta ka ng probinsya sa Pilipinas, alam mo ba kung anong inuulam ng mga tao doon? Naghahanap sila ng mga pusa. Yung mga pusa, aso, yun ang kinakain nila. So yung mga
Hindi mo
hindi
alam yun pala
nakakain,
yun.
tama ba ako? Is that
Alam
what
ko
that
ng
is?
karne, no?
Tama ka, tol. So, that's why like I took
Hindi mo alam na akala ang sarap-sarap ng kain mo, no? Kumakain ka na akala mo, baboy, baka, manok. Pagtikim mo, pusa pala.
that line kasi doon din sa probinsya ko, sa Pangasinan, sa Ordaneta, doon ako tumitira sa lola ko dun, like, you know, like, I know the part of people, like, I witnessed one of these cats that I really adored. It was a stray cat, but it would come to our house.
Right.
And like, I literally witnessed like right in front of my eyes, like I was looking out the window at nighttime. Meron isang lalaki, karga-karga niya yung pusa, patay na. Like literally.
Oh, by the way, no. We have to actually translate this Tagalog version for everybody that's watching that doesn't understand Tagalog. So, like your first, like kung inakala mo.
Kung inakala mo isang lengguwahe lang kayang gamitin ni Easy Meal, if you thought that Easy Meal can only use one language, kay Bathala ka sisingit, you're gonna pay a debt to Bathala. Bathala means God, so that's like the direct translation of that.
Right.
And what's it? Kay Bathala ka sisingit, utang na galing sa loob na lumutang. This whole scheme is like, I was like derailing myself in terms of like a very solidified topic. It was just me going on a tangent where every single line literally rhymes.
It's called multisyllabic rhyming.
Yeah, multisyllabic
didn't
rhyming. But I didn't go forward, like, you know, I didn't go focused on what would be like, you know, I didn't address anything too specific.
Right.
But like, utang na galing sa loob. Utang na loob means just because, like, kay Bathala ka sisingil, so kapag meron kang sisingilin, parang di ba may utang na loob na
Right.
merong involved.
So like,
So I just derived it from that and went bullshit route,
Right.
but with rhymes. That's like literally it, bro.
Like, just
I
straight
just
up.
have fun with it. You
Yeah.
feel me? Utang na galing sa loob na lumutang hinaing sa turon na may pusang sinaing sa. Actually, I was gonna go for that line. Utang na galing sa loob. It means like, how do you say it in English?
like you owe
You owe some.
like pretend somebody did something for you, and like so you owe that person.
Yeah.
That's I
Yeah.
think that's I think that's
Nagaling sa loob na lumutang. Lumutang means it floated.
loaded. Yeah.
So, cause from inside it like floated and then you just put it on.
Yeah. So it's just like a straight up scheme, like
A straight up bullshit scheme
Yeah.
with rhymes. But
having fun. I mean, like. You guys gotta respect that. He's like honest enough to actually, you know what I mean, admit that instead of like trying to make up shit about, you know, like,
Yeah,
oh, you know what I mean. So, I
the
mean,
fun lines, you feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, I also love the fact that I included that there. The fact that people made memes about it. Like,
yeah, they did though.
like having that factor in terms of like it blowing up, like, and also the meme spectrum of it, like people have something to drag towards in the meme world, and I love it. I love
Right.
memes.
So the pusa line, pusa in English means cat. So what he's trying to say is like somebody was cooking a cat, because in the Philippines, if you live in the Philippines, in the back provinces, people eat dogs, people eat cats, and it's natural. You know,
It's
like,
natural,
it's natural.
it's
Just
what it
you know,
is.
that's exactly what he's saying. And for people like they're so confused. They're like, what does that mean? What does that mean, bro? What do you mean? You never heard anybody eating a cat? You ever heard of shopao? Anyways, we go.
Ito kung hindi ka Ilocano, hindi mo pa mauunawaan itong part na to. So, papakinggan natin mula sa kanila kung anong ibig sabihin.
Okay, I also saw a comment. You're like, bro, did he make a mistake? Why did he stop? Tell him why he stopped.
Oh, that's actually a censored part because of which. So, uray no nga imbagak kinyayo, ti ukinayo. Even though I told y'all, screw y'all, or if we're not being censored in this channel, like, even though I told y'all, fuck y'all, like, that's what that means. Uray no nga imbagak kinyayo, ti ukinayo. Dito yak lang nga uray no sinota igdayo. I'll be right here waiting on any of y'all to pull up. Like, that's just that, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I told y'all, fuck y'all, I'll be right here waiting for
Straight.
y'all to pull up. So, uray no nga ibagak kanya ti okinayo, dito yak lang nga uray no sinuti agdayo. Tapno sang itam ak inti wagas mo nga payo. Like, so even though like you're telling me all that, you're like giving me dumbass advice, you're like crying to me like, oh, you shouldn't like sounds like,
So it's just like straight up talking shit.
yes, that's
Straight up
in
talking
Ilocano.
In Ilocano. That's pretty, bro. I mean, when you say like straight up, I mean talagang straight up.
Straight up,
Here
like,
we go.
but yeah. That part.
Bigat.
Wait, what did I say? Uray no nga imbaga kanya ti o kanay dito yak lang ang uray no sinute ang tatapno sang itam akiti wagas mo nga payo.
Ang bigat nun kasi yung pasigaw siya habang sinasabi niya yung Ilocano language na yun eh. Parang nanggigigil siya. Kaya ang bigat pakinggan.
Tapno sang itam akiti wagas mo nga payo. Nga takay kaya tong nga patay ka kana atoy bayo. Nga takay kaya tong. It's like you, like, after all that shit that I said, you know, I think you want a death wish, bro. I think you're asking for a death wish. So that's like those are the lines in Ilocano.
These next lines right here. So I'm gonna have to guess. Like the first one that you said is in Ilocano, and then English and Tagalog, right? Same meaning.
Same meaning on every single line. So like
Right here.
All of those lines mean the same thing. Si kayo amin, lahat kayo, all of you. Like, it all means the phrase all of you, but said in 3 different ways of saying it. So first was Ilocano, Tagalog, and English. Si kayo amin, lahat kayo, all of you. So that's like literally generalizing all of y'all in 3 different universes, bro.
And here comes everybody's part. Everybody's part. Everybody's part. Right here. Go ahead.
Everybody.
Let's do it.
I want to kind of discriminate in my own home country. It sounds like, I ain't sorry. I'm bitter.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Man. You know,
Oh man. And for people are like saying, like, some ignorant people, they're like, you know, dude, that's not like, that's not discriminating, bro. Yes, it is. You know what I mean? Like, if you was living here and saying, you know what I mean? Like, when you talk about like white people or Mexicans or Chinese or
anything
or
of the
black
sort.
people, if you say anything like that, your ass is going to jail here, bro.
Kasi sa ating mga Pinoy normal sa atin na magkumpara. Kaya madalas kung tawagin tayo hatak pa ibaba. Ganyan yung madalas na ano sa atin. Pag medyo iba kulay mo, medyo may kapangitan ka, tatawagin kang pangit. Pag maitim ka naman. Aasarin ka. Pag maputi ka rin, parang iba rin sa kanila. Yan tayo, Pinoy. At totoo naman talaga yun.
Bro,
Sinasabi niya dito.
you know, that's the same thing sa Pilipinas na pag sinabi mo, ay, puti-puti mo, hindi ka naman Pilipino eh. Diba? I mean, like, tinutokso ka ng mga tao. So, it is discriminating. For people to say, like, it's not, it is. It's like a total definition of, like,
I think that it's just, you know, different aspects of how people view it, you know. At first, like, there's the general people, like, mostly everyone back home, that kayo manggi yung balat, di ba? Kaya parang pinipicture nila kasi syempre, yun yung parang pinoportray sa media. O
Right.
kailangan parang maganda ka, maputik ka, ganun. And, you know, in terms of how they're thinking of the way, like, that's what they've been fed in terms of like how they see that. So if they might say that if you're called Tisoy, you're lucky. And then, but it's different in my perspective because of me growing up as this, you know, thing that they call Tisoy. In terms of like not being a general Tisoy Pinoy, I look like a Caucasian person. And
because I'm half, and you're probably like all of it or 3/4, because my mom's white, and then my dad's Filipino, Spaniard. But I mean, like, my color is far from you, so like they call me like semi-Tisoy, but you know, but
but in terms of like how that derived, what I experienced from when I was a kid was like kids didn't talk to me. Just because of the fact that they think that, you know, they're gonna have to speak English,
yeah,
and most of the fact is that, you know, in the Philippines, people, madalas yung mga tao, they're shy
Yeah.
to speak English, and then also with the fact that I don't know, I didn't get to fit in like right away as quick as like, you know, all the other kids, which me saying that line is like, it's extensive. It's like, it's exaggerated to a point, because I'm exaggerating this bad feeling I had when I was a kid, which of course I'm supposed to be grown up to understand. I'm grown up enough to understand that it was just what it was back then, but you're gonna get accepted no matter what. But you know,
You're not,
that's
though.
just like, you know, I'm just speaking on facts of what I felt from before, and I just put that right there.
But
Just
that's
so I-
happening like all around the world though. Like even here, you know what I mean? If you go like far skirts of like states and stuff, you know, like a lot of people don't accept, like if they see like a black dude or an Asian guy or a Mexican guy, they're like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's-
let's go that way. You know what I mean? Like, man, discrimination is still going on around the world, bro. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, this subject is like totally disgusting. I mean, like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it's a subject that's always gonna be iffy when it comes to like, just everything about it is iffy, bro. So, you know, different perspectives come clashing along from people who want to debate about it, but I just said what I felt, and you know, I'm glad some people related to it, and I'm
Yeah.
also glad some people are willing to debate it. You know, it's just, I'm cool with whatever y'all think. It's just-
And the way you said it too, I ain't Tisoy, and then the way that you said like Pinoy, bro, that had so much feelings. Like you could feel it, like when you said,
Yeah.
like feelings, like you know what I'm saying, like motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Because that line actually has some truth to it with me. I was with my mom. She was performing like on stage, and some of her like instrumentalist friends was like talking to me in English, and I said that out loud to the guy, like, so he was talking to me in English, and I remember my mom's telling that story to me. She said that I said when I was a kid, "Ano ka ba? Pinoy ako, nagtatagalog ako."
By the way, if you guys didn't know, by the way, his mom and his dad are both amazing singers. Hazel and I'm sure you guys know who his dad is. His name is Paul Sapiera. He used to be the lead singer, guitarist. Yeah, I mean,
Arcadia.
yeah, rock star, which a lot of people know. But you know, and he picked up all of that stuff: singing, rapping, metal, playing guitars. I mean, you guys haven't seen like a quarter of this man. I promise you, hindi nyo pa nakikita yung quarter ng talent na ibibigay niya sa inyo. You guys gotta follow him. But this part right here that's coming up, his fast part. Like when I first listened to the song, I'm like, what the fuck? What? Because I wasn't ready. Because you were like,
Yeah.
But you know, it was built up. Because when you said like, I ain't Tisoy, I'm Pinoy. That da 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 da.
And I swear that
Let's go. Wait, okay. Wait.
alright.
Everybody's talking about this line. It's like a big debate.
That also, man.
So, explain it to them why you said it.
So first and foremost, I would have said the first English lines. You know, it was pretty straight up. You know, and I
But
swear
it's
that.
fast.
And I swear that nobody will ever look at me the same way again. I make it to the top, and I'll be showing naysayers and
Naysayers, like no's, people that like to say
mind the
no.
rhymes too, bro.
Mhm.
Same way again, I make it to the top, and I'll be showing naysayers and then it goes straight up to Tagalog, where it
Which
does.
is beautiful.
And I swear that nobody will ever look at me the same way again and make it to the top of the show and they say is nanalo na ako mula pinipinikuta sila ako sa maktan at lahat na nasaktan na nalamin nila na pinintay ang kanilang bayani sa panamunsan ng pag-aaral. So that whole, why I chose the term pinugutan si lapu-lapu sa maktan is like, because in terms of a writing pattern, I always go through this like, you know, dilemma or doubt in my head in terms of when it comes to closing out a song.
Yeah.
Am I gonna close it out with absolute truth, or am I gonna make people
talk about it.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's like in terms of me weighing the options.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I get what you're saying. So you really actually said that so people would talk about it.
Yeah, of course, the history about Lapu-Lapu and Magellan, from the history of the Philippines is just like, Lapu-Lapu was able to, like, he, in the process of that, of course, he died. That was way back then.
Right.
But me just using the term pinugutan means to be beheaded.
Mm-hmm.
He was never beheaded. That's like just me putting an exaggerated term in a ploy to, drive traffic and talk. It's like inaccurate, but he still died.
He still died.
He's dead right now, so it's like it's not overall factual in a way, but still, like, the thing that's factual about that is whenever he did die from back then, like, people were still saddened. The original Filipinos were still saddened. So that's like just a way of me twisting how things were. And I'm sorry to anybody who was like offended with the fact of me being like, putting inaccurate sources about like our history as Filipinos, but
Diyan kasi sa part na yan, parang kung alam mo yung buhay ni Lapu-Lapu at tungkol kay Magellan, medyo magulo sa part na yan eh. At ngayon pinaliwanag nga niya, ganun na ibig sabihin niya. Minsan kasi sarap kasi hindi mo masasabi kahit sabihin kong ganito, kaya kong i-twist yan kasi iba yung lalim ko sa lalim mo. Yun, akala mo yun, pero kaya kong ipaliwanag yan sa paraan ko.
That's why the song is what it is right now. And just me being like, thoughtful. Okay, I was like writing this shit. Okay, I gotta close out the song.
And that's important. Closing out the song is important.
So the way I derived that got people talking.
Yeah.
It got people agreeing to it. I got people disagreeing to it. I got people in the in-betweens. I had to check that all out. I had make sure, boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
So the way it is right now, people are talking, man. So
Yep.
I have to be smart with it.
I mean, you just put some color in like what the truth was.
Yeah.
And you just colored it up. Like make it pretty.
Yeah.
Why not? And plus, it's the ending of
Make it pretty, but in a brutal way because, like, he was never really beheaded.
No, he was not.
He was not beheaded. But saying that, it sounds.
Yeah. It sounds.
He got beheaded? Damn.
Beastie. That sounds beastie.
Sounds nasty.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Let's go. Oh damn.
You feel me?
Now, Filipino, despite any turmoil, I'm proud of my soil.
Di ba kayo nagkikigil? Man, my whole body's gonna hurt from doing all this.
Right.
Ang galing,
Always
no?
right.
Ang galing kasi nung di ba?
Yeah.
Yung galing. I mean, like, did you practice like your face reactions, like when you, bro? I mean, like, when people perform, you know what I mean, like.
Yan sinasabi ko sa una kong video reaction niya sa kantang Panalo, yung facial reaction. Kapag kumakanta ka, kailangan nandun yung puso, nandun yung kapag gusto mong ang makakarinig sa'yo ay maramdaman ka, iparamdam mo sa kanila at ipakita kung paano mo kinakanta na may puso.
Like, for example, like cultura, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you guys didn't know, like,
Yung
all my
kultura,
facial
tatalo yung
reactions
dalawa.
were taught by him. Like, how to
HBOM,
how to do that, how to do with my whatever. So, how did you like? Paano mo ginawa yan? Like, how do you practice it?
Yeah, but I don't know what it. I don't know.
Oh wait,
how,
I'm sorry. or is it emotions coming out of you that you know what I mean?
It comes from that, but also me being a fan of the music that I'm a fan of. I would listen to it in front of a mirror and imagine myself as those artists performing on stage or performing in front of a music video. And I don't know, I do it in a way where I feel like conveying a certain word or a certain way it's supposed to be like felt, and like how your eyes are looking towards the camera, how your mouth is moving, how your head is placed in terms of like the attitude you're trying to convey. It's like directing.
Yeah.
So like
Directing, acting, and
directing, acting, all of that aspect that goes into it. It's like I learned it all like subtly. Like I didn't like intentionally go into like, okay, I'm gonna be focusing on acting now. I'm gonna be focused on directing now. It just came with it because me going into like this solo ride is like, you guys see my music videos and me having to
and they're all dope.
Thank you.
And bro, every time like I watch a music video that you've made, and not a lot of people know this, and we're gonna clear this up. By the way, he shoots all this with his sister Ruth.
Yeah.
You know, and then he directs all of it. He screenwrites everything. He sinusulat niya lahat. He screenwrites everything, and then he edits everything. He puts all the visuals in it. I mean, like, bro. I mean, like, that's just. I don't even know what you call it, bro. That's like, it's just talent. You know what I mean? Like, and wait till he does all the other stuff that he does, and you guys will find that out soon. You guys just gotta keep following him.
You might, you know, to most people, it is very dope.
Yeah.
Napaka talented niya. Parang lahat ng talent nasa kanya na. Lalo na sa performing, tapos paggawa ng music video, visual effects, ayan, nasa kanya lahat. Mana talaga siya sa magulang niya.
But like when it comes to critiquing, I don't feel like I've reached the level that I want to yet.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up.
But I'm just saying, look, it's just, I don't know, it's something that I got addicted to.
Yeah.
Is the quality of the stuff that I put out. So
Bro.
like I literally became an obsessive with every single aspect of the things that I do.
Yeah.
Like the video editing side, I follow like movie video editors and VFX stuff. I want to get into After Effects and learn how to make 3D like shit, like Godzilla, like make that on my own. That's like I went that route too. And then on the music side of things, following producers, like, you know, like experimental producers, even like, you know, going as to far like what kind of new plugins are always like available to the market, and what kind of hardware or software is like in terms of like the audio world, in terms of like, of course, on the musician side, in terms of like, I don't know, it's just everything that goes into this craft is like I don't know how to explain it.
You just love it. The passion.
That everything that goes into it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this like this. Nobody can picture how I want it to look. I don't want to like depend it. Like the most cases is like artists like, you know, go to a label so that it can be done for them.
Yeah.
Like the shooting and everything.
Let me give you guys an example why I told him to shut the fuck up. Jokingly, by the way. It's all love. I told him to shut the fuck up. It's because when he was editing Cultura, by the way, right? When he was putting all these lights, and then he's looking at it, and I'm like, God damn, that shit's dope. And then he's just all of a sudden like,
Panoorin niyo rin.
"Huh!"
Kultura.
I swear to God, do it one time for him. Do it one time for him. Do it.
Oh my God.
He's like,
I swear to God, bro, how I critique my own shit is like, it will always be only me who critiques it like that way. I showed him like this one like part of what,
I can't see shit. Wait, see shit.
it's tracking, bro. It's like
He showed it to me. I see it. I still don't see it. I'm like, the fuck? And then he.
it was tracking of a light sequence. I couldn't get it correctly, bro. Like the light that was striking from the upwards.
Oh
it was
my
like
God.
it was indirect to my eyes. It's
Oh my
editor shit,
God.
bro. I'm telling you, it's editor shit.
I
It's
know.
fucking-
But I'm saying, like, he has those eyes that, like, he sees like a little dot when it's wrong, and he'll be like, "Fuck!" You know what I mean? Like, the whole world just fucking fell apart.
He was so confused.
I'm like, so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at you, and you're like this, and you're like, "Fuck!" You know, I'm like, what? I'm like, what,
Ganda kasi
what
nun.
happened? And it's like,
Tsaka yung-
this fucking dot. You see that? And I'm like,
Tsaka yung visual effects na ginamit nila dun sa kantang Kultura, iba din. Panoorin nyo rin. Ang ganda. Tsaka parang may drama yun eh. Sequel na parang hinahabol sila.
where? Anyways, we've been here forever. So do you wanna?
Yeah, man. When to close it out, yeah, it's just I get so overly critiquing myself. He was like, he can't see what I see, so I'm just like a perfectionist because I'm trying to make do with what we have. You feel me?
But you know, look what he did to Cultura though, the video. I mean, like, if you didn't like the production of, you know, Cultura, I watched like a lot of reaction videos, and they were like, God damn, they spent a lot of money in that video. Nope.
No
That's all his work right there.
editing.
Man,
Yeah,
bro, thank you so much for being here. You know, I love you.
Man. You know, this might be a low quality ass video in some aspects of it, bro, but like, you know, it's realer than a motherfucker. You feel me? Realer than a motherfucker.
Thank you for everybody that watched. I haven't done a lot of reaction videos because, you know, me
Let
and
me
Bulletryan
just-
got sick, but he's got something to say. Oh,
I love all of y'all, man. The haters, the in-betweens,
that's a fact.
especially the fans. Every single one of y'all are here to see
Mahalata mo
what's
sa tao.
happening in terms of my career and how I propel it forward. And yeah, I can't wait to deliver more content and more material that is whatever it may be. My collaborations with people in my camp, people that are not in my camp, my family members, like everything that just goes into it. Like y'all watching the steps and like even these, I was just going. So that's what it is, man.
Wonder why that's blinking.
I guess it's time to peace, y'all.
Ayun, naging malinaw sa atin lahat kung ano ba talagang ibig niyang sabihin sa kantang yon. At syempre, nabigyang ng kasagutan ng ating mga katanungan about sa mga lines na hindi natin maintindihan at hindi natin magets nung una nating napakinggan yung kantang Panalo.
Pinatay, sinapit ko, ipinamali sa palibot. Tumaikot ang likot, bumabalik, talikot, bumaigot sa palibot. Hindi sa libong suporta, laban sa